to the most important issue in the world, which is that we're getting sicker, fatter, more depressed, more infertile because of food. 8 of the 10 leading causes of Americans today are directly tied to food, reversible by food. But we really are gaslighted from that fact, and it's because of a rigged system. And 3 particular levels I saw is that food companies directly pay medical groups. Coke has funneled millions of dollars, and the American Academy of Diabetes, the American Academy of Pediatrics, as you said, the American Nutrition Association, they've accepted millions of dollars from Coke. And what does that buy? When we have diabetes water, sugar consumption going up among children 100x in 100 years, we have silence from the American Diabetes Association on sugary drinks when 25% of teenagers now are pre-diabetic. They're also, as you've very aptly pointed out, research institutions. And what does that get? What is that 11 times more from food than the NIH? What does that get? It gets the doctors on the USDA nutrition guidelines. Right now, shamefully, and I believe this is the most shameful, violent policy in America, the USDA, our own government, says that a 2-year-old, it's okay for them to have 10% of their diet as added sugar. That should be 0. This is a drug causing absolute devastation. And as you alluded to as well, the last tier I'll mention is the media. And 60 Minutes during that shameful piece saying that an issue only in the past 50 years is genetic. Before and after that piece with Dr. Fatima Stanford, pharma ads ran and food ads. Food is one of the largest advertisers on children's networks. And now with social media, food companies are funneling millions of dollars for body positive influencers to say that weighing a patient at the doctor's office is racist, and to systematically say even talking about weight is racist, which is just shameful because we have a
should rule that.
And they want to keep food cheap, and they want to keep it addictive. So you have that strategic imperative for their business, and then it's like, how do we do that? And it's very straightforward. It's how do we rig institutions of trust? So who are the stakeholders? The stakeholders are consumers. The stakeholders are lawmakers. So who do they trust? They trust civil rights groups, they trust medical organizations, they trust their schools, they trust their doctors, they trust researchers. So you literally just go down the list, and then it's very simple. It's like, how do we rig those institutions as much as we possibly can?
When you say rig, what do you mean? Use them against the public?
Let's go into specific examples. So the tweet was about the NAACP. So prominent civil rights organization has done amazing things in American history. But right now, prominent organizations like the NAACP, like the Hispanic Federation, like many other prominent civil rights groups are pay-to-play organizations. And this was as transactional as going to McDonald's and ordering a Big Mac. I, as a junior person, had the strategic imperative to racialize the debate around whether we should stop food stamp money going to soda, which was a bipartisan issue. It's not complicated, right? When you call someone a racist or a sexist, right, it shuts down the debate. So we call up the NAACP. The PR firms have their number. There's a lot of partnerships, and you schedule a meeting. And it's not like we're going to evilly pay you, but it's like, hey, your constituencies, lower income African American children, like their Cokes, here's the statistic, and they're trying to take that Coke away and trying to restrict choice. We'd love to do an honorarium, a donation, millions of dollars in this case, and would you marshal some of your allies, in various states and on the federal level to say that it's racist, what's trying to happen of restricting choice on food stamps?
What you heard is something that's very wicked. I'm talking about the NAACP. Wrong. And this is why we don't respect them.